Why? This Terrance Gangsta Williams, AKOG Giggity. I got my big brother, Big Jihad from Camden, New Jersey, and we about to get it in, y'all. What's happening, baby?
Ain't too much going on, brother. How you feeling, man?
Everything all good. I've been telling stories about New Orleans, but I know, it's other cities, states, cities, hoods that get it in. And you and I had a chance to meet in USP McQuarrie, and I know where you come from. They get it in. So man, let my people hear some of that gangster stuff that's went on in your time, your neck of the woods. Give me something.
Uh,
Give us something, baby.
oh, you want one of my stories? Let me see. Let me tell you about this first the first time my big homie introduced me to the kick door game. But we just call it running up in cribs. But since I've been in Atlanta, they call it kick door, right? Um, I was out on the block hustling one night, man, and my homies, man, this is what they was into. I can't put no names in this thing, man, because everybody's innocent until proven guilty, and I can't be the one to do that to him, right? But my big homie, man, he know who he is. He pulls up on me like I was known at the time as I was about 20. I was known for the time for like knocking dudes out at bars and pistol game all crazy. So my big homie Porter was like, "Yo, you drunk?" And I was like, "Nah, why? What's up?" And it was him and four of my other little homies in the car. So I'm like, "What's up?" He like, I need you to do something for me. It's a big dude. I'm gonna give you 10,000 just to hold him down. Just to hold, just hold the dude down. So I was like, all right, boom. So we go out, we go get me a little bottle. I go to the crib, grab my tech and all that, and a couple other joints to give out to a couple of my homies in the car. So we pulls up to I got my little juice in me. We pull up to the crib and we knock on the door. Like, and I ain't the whole time know that this thing was set up. Like, you know what I mean? The boy who crib we was going in, his little brother had just counted 100 bands in the crib and was put my old head onto the 100 band lick. You know what I mean? But come find out to say, all right, look, so we knock on the door. They like, yo, it's such and such there. The mom like, you got the wrong address or something like that. But the boy opens the door with the chain on. So when he opened it, my homie started pushing in, kicking it, boom, 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 kicking. So the boy, listen, they wanted me to hold this boy down. I was a pretty big boy. You know, you seen me in the joint. I was big then, but I was bigger in the street. But he was like, the boy snatched the door down off the hinges, bro, for literally, and laid up under it on the floor, right? I'm a little aggressive, you know what I'm saying? So I flips the door over and put the gauge in his mouth, right? It was like, yo, you know what it is. Like, I just took over from my man and them, right? So we holding the crib down upstairs. He takes one of my homies down in the basement. But he jumps on my homie in the basement, even with him with a gun. But my old head go down there, smack the boy. Like my old head's like, yo, if I ain't go down there, he probably would have took the gun, came up and killed us all. So anyway, they go down there, but it's a bigger safe down there, right? Than the one that was supposed to be there originally from the setup. So I see they come up the steps with the John, struggling, sit it down the step. But look, they never cuffed the boy. See, the joint was crazy, man, because one of my homies ran back to the car with the cuffs and everything once we got in the crib. Now, it's raining, and you know in the ghetto, them streets is dark. They ain't had no lampshades on the light, so it's like the door off. It's raining outside, the light shining all outside the house. So they get the safe to the top of the step, and he sits it down. But the boy, he's in the basement. I guess he contemplating his next move. So I see the joint, it just hyped me up. I pass my old head, my tech, and I pick the joint up and start running down the street with it. But it's so heavy, I'm dropping it. Boom, 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 right? So the bull comes out, bro, and starts shooting at me. So it's raining. I hear the joint in the rain going past my head, man. It's a alhamdulillah, man. The law makes the believers, man. It just wasn't, they say when it's your time for death, it ain't a minute you can speed it up or slow it down. It just wasn't my time, right? I hear the joint. So I gets hit in the arm. Boom, I drops the safe. So my homie now is calling my name. Yo, get the joint to the car. So I'm pushing this joint in the rain and all this, that, and the third, right? And on the street, because it's a big old joint, right? And I'm so hyped up because I hear it's everybody. I finds out in the end that it's supposed to be 100 grand in there, right? But everybody knows what's in this joint. But I know that it's more, it's something else in here. I hear it. Boom, 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 fumbling around. You know what I'm saying? So I guess the boy shoots me. I ends up getting shot in the arm. You know what I mean? And my homies guns it out with him. We get the joint in the car or whatever, you know what I'm saying? We get to the destination. I ain't even want to go to the hospital. I'm so hyped up. Get me to now. This is mine, though. This mine's now. I done got shot. I done carried. This mine. Get me
the whole safe?
everything. It's mine's now. I done got hit. I did all the work, right? Y'all shot out. So I told them, drop me off home. They talk about drop you off home. Now we gotta go to such and such house. We gonna go bust this joint open. But alhamdulillah, man. I'm gonna tell you how money is the root to all evil. I was in the back seat with my big homie, man. And I started the good fellas, all my homies that we grew up with. I told my homie, listen, I'm ready to knock them all off, man. Everybody except you. It's more in here than y'all told me. Well, my homie like, man, we all grew up together. You can't do this to them, man. Woo, woo, woo. Anyway, man, that's like a story like that. But what was in that joint was like 5 pieces. We call birds pieces. So it was like 5 pieces in there and like 200 grand. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
So was there any consequence or repercussion behind that lick y'all hit?
Now check this out. Out of all 5 people in the crib, all the boy know is me. My old head had a vicious reputation in the street. Gonna knock your head off. No ifs, ands, buts about. He take your kids, your girl. You gonna pay to get them all that. But I was the one getting money. You know what I'm saying? So this ain't even what I do. My old head just trusts me enough because, you know what I mean, whatever they charged me in my case, you know what I'm saying? I had some different things in my case. They tried to say my old head was the first one had me going out doing that stuff to people. You feel me? So he trusts me. You know what I mean? He know I'm gonna go. You feel me? So I don't know how the boy who it is, or the boy, we from 24th, and the boy was from up the block from us, right? I knew whose it was and all that, right? But all they know is my name. And the boy is, I come out my crib, I'm watching my daughter, the 1, 2, 3 bike out at the time, going 3 stages for the kids. My daughter out, I'm reading the paper on the step, watching her ride. He pops out the house across the street, yo, what's up, Ja? So I'm like, oh, this nigga come out, this whose safe it was. So I'm so crazy at the time. Like, I'm so wild in the streets at the time. I lived in the hood at this time, and I wasn't moving nowhere. Like, I'm going to go. You know what I'm saying? So they was shooting at me. I was talking to some girl on this block out my way, out east on the other side, Utah. I'm on a porch. I hear the gunshots, but my senses is so crazy. I know that they coming at me. I said, damn, but them boys live over there. They got a house on that, because he had houses all around the city. I said, the boy got a house over there. They shooting at me. So I tell the girl, I play it off, just step back, yo, come on back in the crib and shit. I go out her back door. I catch a cab, leave my car there. Come back around, me and my man, I can't say his name, you know what I'm saying? Come back around, man. And allegedly somebody put like 200 holes through the house, you know what I'm saying, that the joints was coming from, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, that was one time. Then I'm in the, I had the, everybody, we was going out to get all these vets. This was the lick. Oh, we gonna go get the vets. So we went and grabbed 5 vets. All of us had the vets. They think they was called ZR1s back then. This 91. 91. I think they was called ZR1 vets. Fast Jones. So, I'm in the joint and the joint get wet up. Right? I get away. I go buy me a 75 Cadillac sedan DeVille, the big metal joint, right? Tinted it up, limo tint all around. And it had the infamous name in the city called the Killing Machine, man. They said every time that car pull up, nobody knew it was mine. I had a Philadelphia temp tag on it, but they said, yo, it was a brown caddy. And the roof was so old, it was weather beat. I took a paint chisel, and chiseled the roof off. So it was like scraped up metal. They was like, yo, man, that caddy came through, man. 200 rounds was left out here. That was like yeah, that was like the infamous caddy, you know what I mean? And everything that I say like has been brought up in my case. So it's like, I paid, I did 20 years and 8 months. We was in together. So it's not like I could be charged for nothing now, and all this stuff been brought up. That's just like one of the wild things that was going on there. But just because that was an incident I was involved in, this stuff was going on all through the hood. But it's crazy, right? Because everybody like, yo, you was getting a lot of money out there. You know my case. I was getting a few dollars. So they was like, yo, you never been robbed? I said, yo, what the crazy thing is, Camden is small. It's like 8 miles. You know what I'm saying? Square radius. But my big homie and his crew was the robbers. You feel me? So I ain't never had to worry about that. Now, my big homie that came to the crib because he always know where I live. And I did end up moving down the highway and all that, so I started getting a lot of money. He came to the crib and was like, "Yo, man, your name came up in the black hat. You gotta lay low for a minute. They talking about snatching you up, snatching your daughter." I'm like, "Who?" Because he know I go. I'm like, "Who?" Man, let me just chill this out because he the one I came up under. He trained me basically. He know I rock and roll. So I'm like, "Who is it?" You know what I mean? Because if he tell me, I'm going straight at him. Broad day, ain't nobody, ain't nothing to you can be with the police, anybody. I'm coming in, you know what I mean? That's just how I was. I was a little bit different out there, man. You know, in my hood, it hardly be. Nobody never really wanted to hit me. I had to buy everything. When I built myself up to buying 5 bricks, you know, keys of coke, you know, on my case, I built myself up to buying that. That normally dudes front you what you buy. Nobody ain't want to front me nothing. Oh no, is you gonna get killed out here or go to jail for killing somebody? You out here, you buying 5 bricks, bagging up all dimes and out hustling your workers. And I was young, man. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
nobody gave me that shot. You know what I mean? So you know, I built myself up on my own. But what you was ready to say?
Oh, now what we gonna do is, cause my family who be on here, they like to hear that gangster stuff. They hear what went on back in the day, right?
Right.
So, you have a channel, cause I know they're gonna want to hear more about Camden, New Jersey. So, how they gonna be able to let them know what they can
So
find? And
they can follow me right here. This is my platform, Concrete Chronicles podcast on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? I'll be doing a little prison reform, you know, a little motivational speaking. And now, you know, I'm gonna start giving up my life story. I had a real big case out of my city. They said I was and I was on a large scale. I was in a large scale conspiracy based out of Atlanta. They said I was responsible for running 5 states from Atlanta to Camden, New Jersey, in the conspiracy at 24 years old. Um, and I'm getting ready to tell my life story, man. This is like my first time even telling anything of my life story. But this is my brother right here. Y'all follow my brother. You already know what kind of man he is. Y'all know he don't deal with any old kind of anybody. You know what I'm saying? We've been up on that land together in that USP. He read my paperwork. I read his. You know what I'm saying? And he wanted me to come on, man, and come before y'all, man, on his platform, man, because he know I got a little story to tell. But y'all can find me on Concrete Chronicles podcast on YouTube and Concrete _Chronicles _podcast on IG. I give up new world news and post little things about my life over there. But my major platform is on YouTube, and this is where y'all can find me, Concrete Chronicles podcast.
so listen, bro, that's what we want to know, bro, because I got a young, rowdy crowd. I got some older people too, and they want to know what went on in Camden, New Jersey. Now, listen, you got people that want the law, you got that. But these people here that be on my channel, they want to know what went on in the hood. So you're going to be able to give us some more hood stories.
Hey, listen, I ain't gonna big myself up to the fact that I'm Mr. Camden, New Jersey, right?
Huh?
But I got a heck of a name out of that city. I'm well respected from home, from all the good men and soldiers out in them streets. Love me to death. You know what I'm saying? I still go home. In fact, I'm on my way home tomorrow for a week. You know what I mean? I'm still in the hood, and it's not a story or a person that got left on that ground that I don't know about, right? I don't really talk about stuff like that because that stuff don't have no statute of limitations. But
Right.
them grimy stories or whatever was going on in that hood, I definitely know them and certified to tell them.
All right. Well, listen, man, we're going to get out of here. And then my people going to check this out. And they're going to let me know what they think. And we're going to get back at you, man. And we're going to get on your channel because we need to hear some more of this gangster stuff. That's
Let's
how we
do it.
coming. One. Wow.
That way.